Lionel Messi and the Argentina team had a terrifying experience during the World Cup qualifiers. They flew to Brazil for a big match, but after losing 3-0, they wanted to leave quickly. Instead of waiting for one of Messi's private jets, they took a last-minute flight on a Bolivian Lamia plane. The flight started smoothly, but 4 hours into the trip, the plane had a serious problem. It was flying 20 minutes past its fuel limit, and the pilots had only 18 minutes to find a landing spot. The situation turned life-threatening as the plane shook and the pilots desperately searched for somewhere to land. Fortunately, they managed to land safely with just minutes to spare. Messi and his teammates quickly got off the plane, shaken but relieved. They had to continue their journey on a different plane to reach their destination by sunrise. It turned out to be a lucky break. The Bolivian Lamia, after refueling, took off for another destination but crashed into a mountain, killing 75 people. Messi and his team narrowly escaped a tragic fate. Neymar had a close call with his Ferrari. He'd always dreamed of owning a red Ferrari Spider and finally bought one for $275,000 with his first big paycheck. Excited, he showed it off on social media. But Neymar didn't think twice about driving at high speeds. A few weeks later on game day, he was rushing to practice and didn't check the weather. He jumped into his Ferrari and sped off, but he had forgotten to get new tires. When it started raining, he lost control and crashed his Ferrari. Despite the accident, Neymar made it to practice. Fortunately, he wasn't seriously hurt and continued to make headlines. Peter Manx, a notorious criminal from Sweden, almost killed football star Zlatan Ibrahimovic just to get attention. Before this crime, Peter had a long history of murder and was sentenced to life in prison. In a shocking revelation from his tell-all book, Peter confessed that he targeted Zlatan because of his fame. During the 2000s, Zlatan was one of Sweden's most famous athletes, and Peter saw him as the perfect victim. Peter followed Zlatan closely and was obsessed with his supercars. One day, after seeing Zlatan park his million-dollar car in the street, Peter decided to act. He grabbed a weapon, not to damage the car but to kill Zlatan. When Peter arrived, Zlatan was already gone. Peter was later sentenced to life in prison, while Zlatan continues to live safely and enjoy his life. Football player Dele Alli thought his $2 million mansion was safe with 24/7 armed security. However, he soon realized that even his teammates were becoming victims of robberies. One night, while Dele was at home playing pool, a group of robbers broke in. They attacked him, took all his jewelry, and escaped with $300,000 worth of valuables. Fortunately, Dele only lost his jewelry and wasn't seriously hurt. At just 19, Thiago Silva traveled the world chasing his dream of becoming a top football player, but his journey nearly cost him his life. After a trip to Thailand, he started feeling sick with a cough and sweating. He didn't think much of it at first, but his condition quickly worsened. Thiago struggled to walk, run, or even breathe, so he was rushed to the hospital. There, doctors discovered his lungs were filled with dangerous bacteria. They told him that without immediate treatment, he had only 2 weeks to live, and that part of his lung needed to be removed to save him. The tough part was that if he went through with the surgery, he'd never be able to play football again. Thiago had to make a hard choice, but decided to have the surgery. Despite the risk, Thiago pushed through and returned to football. His determination paid off as he became one of the best defenders in football history. Cristiano Ronaldo learned a tough lesson about the dangers of showing off. Ronaldo loves cars, and one night after a game, he decided to impress his girlfriend by taking her for a ride in his new Audi R8. But things took a dangerous turn when he was pulled over by the police. Ronaldo, known for his fame, didn't cooperate when the officer asked for his ID. Instead, he asked, "Don't you know who I am?" The situation quickly escalated, and soon fans gathered around the scene. Amid the chaos, a Ronaldo hater appeared and threatened to kill him right in front of the police. Because of this threat, the officers had to arrest the hater and let Ronaldo go. This incident showed that even famous people like Ronaldo can face life-threatening situations because of misunderstandings.